who are trying to line up behind the person they feel comfortable with. What we're out here talking about is who is the best person to do what is absolutely necessary in this election, and that is defeat Barack Obama in the fall election. I'm just going around this country and saying, let's look at who the best person is, because the objective, the absolutely overwhelming objective, is we have to beat Obama. And because, as I say, I've said in every speech since my first speech of my campaign, that this is the most important election. Whoa. I guess they amped it up because I'm saying something very important.
That's the act of God.
The act of God. Act of God.
This is the most important election in your lifetime. Most important election, maybe, in our country's history, at least since the election of 1860. And it's important because big things are at stake. It's not just one thing. I mean, I understand, you know, we have one candidate says, oh, it's a, you know, we need a CEO who can manage the economy and get the unemployment rate down. Look, the unemployment rate's important. You know, the economy's important. But there's a lot of big things happening in our country right now that are affecting us and our children, our families, our national security. This is an election about something really big, and it's not just about the things I mentioned, or the budget deficit, or the expansion of government. It really comes down to sort of one fundamental issue. It's an issue that I talk about and has made it the center point of our campaign. Because I think Barack Obama's view of America is very, very different than, well, I think the rest of America's view of America. He believes America is a great country.
Yes, he does.
He believes America is a great country because the government is powerful and strong and can order people's lives in a way that's better than people can order it themselves. He said that actually a year ago when now I know not yours, but one of your great congressmen from here in Wisconsin, a guy by the name of Paul Ryan, stepped forward. He stepped forward last year just like he did last week with a bold proposal to reduce the deficit, get us on a path to a balanced budget by taking on the problem in Washington. And the problem in Washington, unlike what you would think President Obama believes is the big spending problem in Washington, is not our Defense Department. That's the only place President Obama feels comfortable to cut. He's cut $500 billion, and he's planning to cut another $500 billion from a Defense Department that when I was born was 60% of the budget, and now is 17% of the budget. And according to President Obama, that's the problem. This thing that went from 60 to 17 is causing the budget deficit. Someone needs a little remedial math training in the White House. Whereas when I was born, entitlements were less than 10% of the budget. They're now 60, and with Obamacare, it'll be 70. That's where the problem is, and so that's what Paul Ryan went after.